Hello, welcome. Marlene here. Can a cookie from 2017 be considered a flashback? So for today's cookie project, I'm making Santa. The cutter is by Shepix Cookies. You'll find the link in the description box, and I'll have the template on my Patreon. And now on to the step-by-step tutorial. And now I'm just putting my guidelines on the cookie, centering it here. So this line here is touching the edge of the hat, so right about here. And then with the yellow marker, I'm just drawing my guidelines like that. Positioning my template onto the cookie, and then I can just trace that with a marker, preferably a light color. There we go. And now I've got some pinky kind of royal icing flesh color, and I'm just outlining and flooding this area. I'm going to be dropping in some black pearls into here. For the eyes, while the icing is wet, I don't like them on top. Looks like the eyes are gonna fall out the head, so I like to have them in the icing. All right, now let's just smooth all this out. And now 2 black pearls, center, and like about here on either side, like that. Working on the hat now, and honestly I should have done that first because I'm adding sanding sugar, and now I'm going to have to be more careful than I could have been had I not had the face there. So we're just going to be a little bit more precise. I'm just outlining the red area. My icing is not super red because I'm adding sanding sugar. I just need like a background color. The sanding sugar will add that nice Christmas red color and some shine. I like sanding sugar on Christmas cookies. I find it makes them look more festive. So just fill all this in, and again, because of the sanding sugar, we don't have to stress too much about smoothing this area. I'm just going to tilt the cookie back so that my sanding sugar falls away from the face area. And there it is. I'm just filling in the mustache area here. There, and then connect that to the nose. And now I'm grabbing one of the grays. I'm just going to do one since it's such a small area. And at the bottom here, creating a little swirl. Just like that. Just adding a little bit of petal dust to the cheeks on my Santa. So a light dusting right here on either side. You have to wait till your icing is pretty dry so that you can touch it without caving it in. working on the beard, I want to create some movement, and I'm doing that with gray icing. So I'm flooding first here at the hat just to create some icing so that when I put the trim it won't be so flat. So I'm just filling this in here and then connecting to the face and then outlining the beard in white. And then we're going to be using 2 shades of gray to create some shading and some swirls in there. There we go. All right, so let's kind of smooth that out. My icing is pretty loose, so it should smooth out on its own. All right, now I'm going to grab the darkest gray and I'm just outlining the edge here. And then out here, I'm going to create that swirl. On the beard. And then I'm just grabbing the next gray and repeating basically exactly the same thing right next to these lines, the dark lines. And that's it. We're just going to let that settle. We're not going to fiddle with the lines too much. We're okay with them being a little bit raised if they do stay up. Let's finalize Santa here. I've got a stiffer icing and a 1.5 tip here, and I'm just coming in and adding eyebrows right above those black dots, kind of curved down. I don't like that one. I'm just going to wipe it off. Just like that, and another there. And then I'm going to attach my little mustache. So I'm just adding some icing to the back of my royal icing transfer, and then I can pick it up and place that on Santa's face here. Gently press it into the cookie. There. And now I'm going to switch up my tip for a star to create the fur on the hat there. So we'll do the pom-pom first, a little swirl and then up and down. Stay away from the eyebrows. Just going to press that into the... And now I'm adding some holly to the hat, just a little detail here. Just like that. And the Santa cookie is done. And And here is the completed set. I'll be posting Rudolph tomorrow, and you'll find the template to both of these designs on my Patreon if you want to make those little royal icing transfers in advance to facilitate the decorating process. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads, and I'll see you next time.